And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few... Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Dyson Daniels, and it's McAdoo in at the center position. Offensive rebound, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Now here's Jones. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And Walton pulls it down. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Ali, thanks once again. Now, here's Green. Pass to Maravich. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Here's Bowen. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Wembanyama. And Walton pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Maravich, the pass to Curry. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Bowen. Over to the left wing. Left side, Wembanyama. Fires from deep. And again, the Lakers, no good.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Curry passes to Walton. Here's Maravich. And here's Green from the arc. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Stephen Curry, number 1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Daniels passes to Wembanyama. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team. Yeah, he needed that bucket to show there isn't a lid on there.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Lakers, Eddie Jones.
That's good from Jones. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Warriors lead by 5. Curry passes to Maravich. Six on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Oh, my. That was a game for the ages. A fierce battle that really could have gone either way. But they were fortunate they pulled it out.
Well, when you pull out a close game like that, it really can do wonders for your confidence.
Pass to Green. Here's Walton. Fades. Rebound by the Lakers. McAdoo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Daniels. Now here's Jones. Here's McAdoo. Green covering. And that one's good. McAdoo.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Curry. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Hawks.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Bowen passes to Jones. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Maravich. Here's Walton. To the right side. Here's Curry. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Curry's got 5 now.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. To the paint. Here's King. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Williams on the wing. Screen by Young. Clock at 6. Williams passes to Young. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Houston. And he drives in. And the layup is good off the glass.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Now Young fires the 3. Counted from distance.
Well, he is so effective on ball, we know that. But Young is also a great shooter off the catch.
Boosie passes to Houston. Here's Oakley. Pass to Martin. Here's Houston. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Warriors lead by 3. And here is Williams. Outside Young. Three-pointer. That one no good. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
And it's King missing. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. And there's a pick. Outside Young. Young missing again.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Young, coming off a 12-point game. One second left. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
We've got Green, and it's Maravich in at the 2. That's the Warriors 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Houston. 7 points in the game. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, BA, I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
That one misses. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Boosie. He's scoreless. Right side, Wembanyama. Pass to McAdoo. And stolen by Green. Outside Curry. And it's Allen who slams it home.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
Daniels outside. Off target with the 3. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Pass to Maravich. The kick out. Curry. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jones. The pass to Boosie. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's McAdoo. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. You look at Wembanyama, such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now. And, of course, Walker Kessler, he's right there with those guys. This guy's a tremendous rim protector.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside. And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
And he lobs it up to the rim, and stolen by Green. From behind the arc. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Curry surveys. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Lakers. McAdoo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Boosie. Now Wembanyama for 3. Wemby showing off the range.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Curry against Daniels. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Good D by Daniels.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Wembanyama, pass to Daniels. Back to Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Curry. The deep 3. Jones grabs the board. Here's McAdoo. Green covering. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
And all of these guys know it's a chance to make that early statement. I expect this game to have, if not quite a playoff atmosphere, something very close to it.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. McAdoo, pass to Daniels. Drives to the hoop. Now Young with a steal. Lets it go from 14. Bowen with a rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
McAdoo, pass to Daniels. Here's Oakley. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's King. No points so far. 4 on the clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Siakam. Young from long range. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's Shapuka. Outside Young to win the cold spell. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
And that's what he does every night. He stretches the floor. Trae Young at his best.
Pass to McAdoo. Out to the right wing. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half of basketball. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Here's King. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up to the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchup was just not in their favor.
Both teams will make substitutions. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Bowen. Still no points. Pass to Oakley. Knocked away. 51 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Here's Bowen. Pass to Houston. on the clock. 4-3. And it's Smits with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 4. Maravich, the pass to Curry. Lets the three fly. That shot, no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top. They're up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She scored. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
And moving things along, let's take a look at some contenders for this year's dunk contest. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Dyson Daniels, and it's Bowen in at the 3 slot. Daniels outside. Left side, Wembanyama. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. And Walton gets it to go. Walton's got 5.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Pass to Bowen. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Bowen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's one of Daniels' greatest attributes, his poise as a playmaker.
Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Here's McAdoo. Green covering. Oh, Green with a block.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
Here's Maravich. He's got 5. Here's Curry. And there's another one for the Warriors.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Warriors, 4th.
And if you have to ask, what's the name of the game? Well, it's all about ball movement for them. They love to share the rock. And we all know that assists are a great indicator of how well the team is executing.
And the basket by Bowen.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Now Curry, 16 points for him. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Wembanyama screen. Boosie passes to McAdoo. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Curry. Green, a screen. Oh, Curry from way out there.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Here's Boosie. No points yet from deep. Wembanyama. The rebound by Allen. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Jones misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jones against Curry. Back to Green. Puts up a three. The Lakers with a rebound. Here's Boosie. Here's McAdoo. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Allen, the pass to Curry. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
And he gets the bucket. Busey's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Outside Curry, pass to Maravich. Green against Martin. Outside Curry, launches a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's King. Pass to Houston. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Tripucka. No made baskets yet, and he can't bank that one in. Here's King. Wembanyama, screen on Curry. Inside. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
From about 19, Curry, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Houston. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Here's Maravich. To stop the drought. And the layup is up and in. Maravich has got 7 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The 3 from Wembanyama. He drops it from range.
Well, when Wemby is hitting those, it's a great sign for the offense and a nightmare for the opposition.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
And here's Curry. 19 points in the game. Here's Walton. And again, no good by Golden State.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And the basket is good.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Maravich, the pass to Allen. Now Curry, covered by Daniels. Now Green. The 3. Hopefully with a rebound. Curry against Daniels. Houston passes to King. Shoots over Allen. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect balance.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Draymond Green, and it's Walton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. And here's the fast break, and the dunk by Jones.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
To the inside. Green, the pass to Maravich. The rebound by McAdoo. McAdoo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Daniels outside. Shot, left block. Deflected. Allen on the wing. Pass to Walton. Here's Maravich. Here's Walton. Oakley with a rebound. Oakley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Daniels passes to Houston. Here's McAdoo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, this is a guy that coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
The Lakers lead by 4. Outside Jones. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Wembanyama, no good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. And here's Curry for 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Daniels. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Curry, stolen by Wembanyama. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Daniels outside. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Warriors trail by 4. The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by the Lakers. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Walton. To end the drought. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 7.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
And Allie, thanks. Down low. Here's Maravich. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
The Lakers lead by 6. Here's Bowen. Outside Wembanyama. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Maravich. Pulls up on the wing. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Jacks up a 3. No good.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
Curry outside. Shoots a 3. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Daniels. Jones. He's off from 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Walton, covered by Daniels. Yes, sir!
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Beyond the arc. And he nails it.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Here's Maravich. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Here's Daniels. It's stolen by Curry. Green gets up and powers it down.
And that's just nerves of steel. Wow, Draymond getting it done.
Here's McAdoo. Green covering. Oh, he cannot hit. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Maravich. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. They've led by as much as 10. Here's McAdoo. Not that time. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Wembanyama rips down the board.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
The Lakers call timeout. 15 seconds left in the game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly. Well, he is showing you that rebounding isn't all about size. You need will and effort.
Personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Tony Allen, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Daniels fires. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And so the Warriors take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most.
Well, Trey, leadership is such a key part of the point guard position.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. Craig, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bump could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
With Divac sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Malone is out there with Mourning. Then it's Stockton. Then there's Hudson. And it's Jones in at the small forward.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
And that one's good, Wicks.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Stockton looking around. Pass to Malone. Fades away. Detroit with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That's the Mourning. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duran sure knows how to use those long arms.
Pass to Kobe. From outside the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but That's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And he nails the third. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Now, here's Stockton. On the wing, Malone. Just 5 on the clock. Over Davis. Duran pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Kobe. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Good work there as it goes. Bryant's got 6 points.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Hudson. Now Mourning. Banked in off the glass. Mourning's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Jones. Here's Malone. Great defense that time from Duran.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Kobe after the miss from Karl Malone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here's Hudson. Still yet to score. Left side, Grant. Stockton outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And Davis pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And he dunks it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for the Pistons. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Davis. Here's Keenan. Grant in the post. Aldridge is covering. No good from Grant. Pistons leading by 9. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Hudson, and Bryant kicks to Hardaway. Shoots over Stockton. Hardaway, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Hudson against Bryant. Rejected by Kobe.
And I think Kobe saw the shot coming a mile away. He instinctually gets there for the block.
Baylor, he's checked in for Detroit. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Kobe. And then for Atlanta, Davis comes in for Hudson. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Stockton. The Hawks again can't hit. The Pistons have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Iverson with the ball. Baylor picks him up. And that one's good, Iverson.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Here's Baylor. Rebound, Atlanta. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, and since both teams are in similar positions in the conference, winning the series this year would make a nice statement.
Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Abdia's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Iverson. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
A shot by Stoudemire, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Iverson outside. Pass to Grant. Here's Keenan. Abdia with a defensive effort. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Knocks it loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Keenan. Defended by Mathurin. Diva lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Mathurin against Davis. Stoudemire setting the pick for Abdia. Out to Stoudemire. Detroit, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis against Mathurin. Kicks it out to Iverson. No good on the triple. Davis against Hardaway. Pass to Baylor. They need this one, and Baylor throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 6. Live. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You can tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Kobe is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Jalen Duren. And there's Davis. And it's Wicks in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Hardaway. Bryant has the open look, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Stockton outside. Now Mourning. Tipped away. Hardaway with the steal. 3-on-3. And Duren slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
Here's Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
The assist totals, Devin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pistons have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Stockton the pass to Mourning. Clock at 4. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Duren with the screen on Stockton. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got the lead up to 14 now for Detroit.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Aldridge, he's checked in for Duren. Here's Malone. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
a go-to shot for Malone. He looks so comfortable and in rhythm from the mid-range.
Aldridge with a screen on Stockton. The high post shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bryant's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Morning inside. Aldridge on him. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Alonzo Mourning.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hardaway passes to Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Kobe's got 18 points in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Stockton outside. Malone outside. From 17 feet out. Rebound by the Pistons. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Wicks. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Hardaway for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. On the wing, Stockton. No good from outside. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Evans is checked in for Mourning, and it's Davis in for Hudson. Here's Mathurin, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you, Kevin.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Outside, Malone. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Duran, he's checked in for Stoudemire. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks trail by 16. Iverson outside. No good on the 3.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
Here's Kobe. The step back jumper is good. Bryant's got 22.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Mathurin against Davis. Outside, Bryant. And he's good on the 3 ball. 25 points in the game.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Devon's with it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Keenan. It's over Abdia. The Hawks again can't hit. Detroit leading by 21 to the paint. Here's Mathurin. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Iverson, no luck.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bryant looking it over. Over Iverson. And the basket is good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real...
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Detroit Pistons. That is more than enough.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Detroit's head athletic trainer. We do now know that the ankle is twisted. He's trying to walk it off, but we have no further information at this time. We know he doesn't want to be sidelined, and the staff has already given him the green light. Typically a short recovery window, so with any luck, it will not be slowing him down. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. And of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
With Divac sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Malone is out there with Jones. Then there's Hudson. Then there's Mourning, and it's Stockton in at the 1.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Pass to Duran, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And while we can't, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Hawks second.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Kicks it out to Malone. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kobe the pass to Wicks. Over Stockton. And it's Wicks missing.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Stockton outside. Pass to Mourning. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And put big fella Mourning using that massive size to draw contact inside. A moment here to check out the numbers for Jones. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
It's tipped. Mourning with it. Picked up by Davis. Bryant against Hudson. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And stolen by Mourning. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it left. Aldridge, he's checked in for the Pistons. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Hawks working the ball around. Malone sets the pick for Jones. From outside, off the mark.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Hardaway. And here's Bryant outside. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Kobe's got 30 points.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Hardaway dishes to Kobe. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Hardaway against Stockton. Pass to Mourning. Over Aldridge. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Kobe. Basket good. Bryant's got 34 points.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Mourning. Shot clock at 6. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Detroit making a switch. Stoudemire's checked in. Now here's Hardaway. He has yet to score. Kobe against Hudson. 5 on the clock. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by Hudson.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Grant trying to break free. Rebounded by Hardaway. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Kobe.
Hey, get Kobe.
Unloads from 13. Rebound Atlanta. And here's Stockton. Here's Hudson. The shot from the low post is good. Hudson's got his first 2 points. Detroit leading by 23. Now Hardaway for 3. Kobe. Detroit, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Aldridge. To the right side. Here's Wicks. He's covered by Hudson. 5 to shoot. Outside Aldridge. Hardaway from outside. Levox grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on those shots in the second half so far. Kicks it out to Bryant. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bryant against Hudson. That one, no good. Nice D by Kobe. Stoudemire setting the pick for Hardaway. Good on the three-point shot. Hardaway's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Screen by Grant. And the foul called on Kobe Bryant. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Duran comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Davis is subbed in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And then for Atlanta, Davis comes in for Vlade Divac. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Stockton. Here's Keenan. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
With the ball around the hoop, Horace Grant, a tough man to stop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Baylor, he's checked in for Detroit. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Bryant. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Outside Hardaway. Outside Mathurin. Now here's Baylor. Defense is right there. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Iverson against Hardaway. Outside for Davis. That three off the mark. And so is Detroit in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Man, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Davis. Kobe is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Wicks in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now. Inside, and Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Mourning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And here's Davis for three. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
I like that pass right there by Jones. This is what being a good teammate is all about.
Duren with the screen on Iverson. Hardaway finds Bryant. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kobe's got 12 points here in the second half. Davis against Kobe. Davis, the pass to Iverson. Over Kobe. Iverson, no luck. For Detroit, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
Iverson outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. Hudson's checked in for Atlanta. Stockton comes in for Allen Iverson. Aldridge with a screen on Hudson. Davis has the open look. Nails it from the high post.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Stockton the pass to Hudson. Here's Malone. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Detroit's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. King against Stockton. On the wing, Davis. Pocket 6. Over Hudson. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Mourning with the screen. Stockton kicks to Hudson. Pass to Malone. Mourning a screen on Avdia. Offensive rebound. Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Back to Davis. over Hudson. That doesn't go either for Davis. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Mourning with the screen. Stockton the pass to Malone. Back to Stockton. Here's Hudson. Mourning a screen on Davis. Hudson gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Hudson kicks to Stockton. Jones looking for an opening. Rebound by the Pistons.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
Stockton against King. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Misses the three. The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Hudson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
That's good from Hudson.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Hudson drops them both. They lead by 17. Hardaway with it. Now Duran. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Say that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Pass to Mourning. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Wicks. Pistons passing it around. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5 for 3. Kobe drills the three-pointer. Bryant's got 42 in the game.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Malone, a screen on Hardaway. To the middle. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Hardaway passes to Kobe. Down low to the inside. Here's Duran. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Kobe, and he converts the layup. Bryant's got 44.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And here is Hardaway. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
A quick peek into the locker room as the player... All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the Milwaukee starting five. We've got Damian Lillard, also Knipple out there, and it's Kirilenko in at the power forward position.
You know, when you're facing Dame, he's at the top of the scouting report. High priority item. Well, that opens things up for his teammates.
Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
NBA, that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
Here's Irving after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. This one for three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Pass to Kirilenko. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Jackson outside. Pass to Nance. Now here's Irving, defended by Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. And it's Irving missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Kirilenko. He's guarded by Irving. Lillard looking around. Outside Johnson. The three is up. The shot no good. Nice D from Nance. Pass to Irving. Now here's Thompson. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Johnson finds Lillard. Back to Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
You sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
And we are right in the heart of the season. Some teams starting to surge, others running into roadblocks, Clark.
That is the ebb and flow of an NBA season. You've seen it. It happens all the time. Nobody is able to stay up or down very long. I mean, enjoy the highs, but recognize the work that has to take place when you do hit a low period.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And again, it's the Bucks missing. Pelicans trail by 3. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now Thompson. An open look for Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 5.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Knipple. Here's Lillard. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. That one falls.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Bucks leading by 3. Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here's Thompson. Still without a bucket. Back to Irving. Shot from the wing. And he drops that one in. Here's Lillard. Pass to Knippel. Back to Lillard. The rebound by Jackson.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. All right, a chance to check out stats for Jaren Jackson. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And coming from the ranks of the small forwards, here are the most locked-in shooters this past month. The fourth spot held by Con Knippel and, of course, Paul George.
And this group does a great job of staying in attack mode. I mean, you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Back to Rondo. The three from Thompson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Here's Rondo to the middle. Here's Smith. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
The Bucks leading by 5. Fox outside. Shoots over Rondo. Smith with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Thompson, no good.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And here's Hartenstein. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From deep, Payne. It's rebounded by Lambier. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Thompson shot is off.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
To the paint. It's intercepted. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's Rondo. He's covered by Fox. And it's rejected. Takes it inside. Can't connect from short range.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And here's Thompson for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Here's Payne. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
No foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fox with the ball. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Pass to Kirilenko. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court right now for the Bucks, they've got Knipple, also Damian Lillard out there, and it's Kirilenko in at power forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Guys?
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. Pass to Kirilenko from the arc, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Jackson outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Irving, the pass to George. Jackson, left side.
Blocked! He's got such great timing. Phenomenal rejection from Kirilenko there.
Down low. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. Over Irving. Another one falls for Milwaukee. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 7. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Takes a 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Pass to Irving. Back to George. Outside Irving. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Lillard. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Klay Thompson comes in for Paul George. The Bucks also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. And here's New Orleans now. 7-point differential. Pass to Nance. Back to Irving. Here's the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Pass to Thompson. Launches it from deep. Another shot. And the finish inside by Whiteside. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Lillard with the ball. Nance covering. Lillard passes to Johnson. And Whiteside with a block.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding in getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Jackson finds Nance. Just 5 on the clock. Irving for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Yes! sir. You can count on Dame from deep.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Now Thompson. Back to Irving. Goes up on the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Irving's got 14.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. On defense, New Orleans trailing by 5. Lillard outside. Lillard with the touch inside.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Pass to Irving. The three from Thompson. The rebound by the Bucks.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Three-pointer, Fox. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. New Orleans has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Shot on the wing. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, good D by Irving. To the inside, Lambier. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Lillard. Rondo with the steal. And he lays it in on the break.
You know, Rondo's always looking to pass, and the threat of him passing can oftentimes open things up for him on the fast break.
Johnson against Smith. Now here's Lillard. Fires the 3. The shot misses. Smith against Johnson. Smith in the high post. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
A strong start. And if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. Will it go? Oh, Lillard with a deep 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after one half of play.
When you look at how they're getting their points.
Thanks, as always.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Jaren Jackson out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Pass to Thompson. The 3-ball. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Back to Lillard. And And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Lillard's got 18.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Jackson outside. Lets it fly. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Knippel. Yet to see a basket. Back to Lillard. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Thompson passes to Jackson. And here's Irving. The three. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
New Orleans calls timeout. For New Orleans, O'Neal comes in for Whiteside, and it's George in for Klay Thompson. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Milwaukee. George outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Irving against Lillard. He's off on that one. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Lillard to the middle. Got a hand on it.
And the massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
George outside. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3. George has got 11 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
For 3, here's Lillard. O'Neal pulls it in. New Orleans leading by 3. On the wing, Irving. Back to O'Neal. And taking a peek at the 2K leaderboard. These small forwards have been unstoppable over the past month. You take a look at Nance. Better be careful around him when you have the ball. The league leader in steals.
The aggressiveness he brings to the defensive end is fantastic. Takes pleasure in making things difficult for the opposition and grabbing steals.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
Thompson passes to Jackson. Nance outside. Pass to Irving. Over Fox. And Irving gets it to go. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for O'Neal. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Bain. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Now Nance. No points yet. Thompson passes to Jackson. From deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Bain. Back to Fox. Launches it. Another miss by Milwaukee.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Thompson passes to Jackson. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Fox. Now Hartenstein. Now Bain. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And defensively, they really limited their opponent's field goal percentage. Top 5 in that category. They do a great job of communicating at that end.
And the three-point percentage you referred to, they put so much pressure on opponents with their shooting. They'd stretch a defense way beyond the three-point line. Pass to Thompson. To the wing on the left. Jackson outside. Irving, a screen on Hartenstein. There's Jackson with the 3. That doesn't go either for Jackson.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's Barrett. Fox outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Oh, Thompson, the long-range triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out the breakdown where the assists have been coming from for New Orleans.
And when you look at the overall impact the backcourt guys are having tonight, they are really carrying the load when it comes to ball movement and distributing the rock, letting the bigs focus on other tasks.
A minute 9 left in the third. Johnson passes to Bain. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Eaton uses the glass to finish the layup.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Over Lillard. And it's Irving missing. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Jackson. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Nance. And here is Irving, covered by Johnson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Thompson, no good. And so it's New Orleans up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Damian Lillard out there with Knipple. Then there's Johnson, and it's Kirilenko in at the 4. And the shot goes in.
Another great pro from my alma mater, Conker Knipple, making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
Pass to Thompson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
For 3, here's Lillard. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
Very few shoot the 3 ball as well as Lillard does, so you want him taking those shots as much as possible.
Irving finds Thompson. Back to Irving. Uncovered. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kirilenko's got 5 rebounds tonight. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Johnson a screen on Irving. Inside, stolen by Whiteside. Nance with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to Thompson from deep. And again, New Orleans no good.
It's not his night, but his teammates that picked him up.
Here's Lillard, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Lillard's craftiness right there on display, able to get himself to the line. He does that a lot.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The Pelicans call timeout. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The Bucks trail to the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nice job getting position that time by Abdul-Jabbar. And once he gets that position, he goes to work.
Outside Irving. Thompson scanning the floor. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Milwaukee. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Kirilenko. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Outside Irving. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Clock at 6. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. To the inside. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And this is the kind of pressure Johnson applies to defenses. He puts you in a bind and makes you foul him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Pass to Kirilenko. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Kirilenko's got 11 in the second half.
I just love the ball movement.
Jackson outside. Nance outside. Back to Jackson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 now. Lillard with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Here's Johnson. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Nance. Thompson left side. Jackson against Lillard. The fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Kirilenko. He's guarded by Nance. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. A rebound by Jackson. Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Nance. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Jackson outside. There's a screen by Whiteside. Nance outside. For 3. The 3 is in.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, defended by Whiteside. And that's a foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Doc Rivers calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Nance against Johnson. He launches. Oh, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson outside. Nance outside. Now Irving. Shot clock at 6. From about 16. Can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. Here's Kirilenko. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense. You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. With the 10, oh, he rips it down off the miss.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range. Johnson with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Jackson. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, missed on the tray.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Lillard. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead.
Here's Lillard to tie it up. Can't get the 3. And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Johnson.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
At the line for the Bucks, Jalen Johnson taking 3 shots.
And that will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he nails the third. The Pelicans call timeout. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was a priority.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up. Breaking this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Robinson. Ginobili is out there with Parker. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Marion in at the small forward. Pass to Caldwell. 6 to shoot. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Caldwell's got the first points up on the board here for Los Angeles. Parker passes to Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love how physical Robinson is, using that size and strength to just put the defense in a difficult spot there.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Both good from the line that time. And Doris, after Paul George left, many figured the Clippers were a lottery-bound team. Instead, they were a 50-win team.
And Kev, they had great contributions up and down the roster. There was incredible balance. And needless to say, you have a man in the head coaching position who is one of the all-time best in Ty Lue.
Jokic kicks to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili gets a wide-open look. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Mobley with the bounce pass. And here's West for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Caldwell passes to Mobley. And here is West over Parker. West can't hit.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. West outside. To the paint. Here's Mutombo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
And when Mutombo is forcing the issue, it puts defenders in a bind, which is why you have to foul him there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Mutombo.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And he can't hit the second. Marion up top. McDaniels defending. Marion passes to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. McDaniels passes to Caldwell. Mobley outside. Now McDaniels. Pass to West. Over Parker. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Now here's Ginobili. Robinson passes to Jokic. Out to Marion. Three-pointer. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Back to West. Pass to Mobley. Here's Caldwell. Mobley has screen on Ginobili. Back to Mobley. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, if Mobley continues to hone that outside jump shot, folks, look out. You will not be able to guard this guy.
Parker outside. Mutombo against Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. A different look now for Portland. Pass to Stojakovic. Hit by Horford. Inside to end the cold streak, and it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Here's Robinson. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Stojakovic. And here's Lowry. The three. And Stojakovic is good for three.
And there's that dead-eye shooting of Stojakovic, especially potent from outside the arc.
Pass to Song. Now Murray from past the arc. Horford with the rebound. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Shot clock at 6. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Foul Portland. Tony Kukoc. First personal foul. Third team foul.
.158 left to play in the first quarter. Sarr sets the screen for Murray. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Murray always working to develop a consistent jump shot. Looking good on that one.
Lowry dishes to Horford. Pass to Curry. Here's Stojakovic. Guarded by Robinson. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Lowry. Rebound by the Clippers. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Back to Lowry. Horford with the screen on Murray. Lowry for three, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
That's what we call attacking the glass with aggression and power. Al Horford, the second chance opportunity.
And Sarr throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Lowry passes to Kukoc. Pass to Curry. Richmond with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. Sarr in the post. Guarded by Horford. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Lowry with the ball. Horford high post. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Mutombo is out there with Mobley. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Caldwell in at the 2. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Outside for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Incredible athleticism from Murray. A combo guard with some serious elevation.
Parker surveying the floor. Over Murray. Parker's shot is off. Clippers leading by 9. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Parker passes to Jokic. Now, here is Stojakovic. Portland moving the ball around. Jokic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
For 3, Murray, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Parker passes to Jokic, and here we go. All sorts of time, and again the Clippers good for 2.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. West is checked in for the Clippers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Robinson kicks to Parker. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than a regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Parker passes to Jokic. Here's Marion. Parker outside. Pass to Jokic. They need this, and the shot goes in. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
McDaniels outside. 5 on the clock. And here's West on the arc. Rebounded by Marion. Trailblazers trail by 17. Ginobili kicks to Robinson. The shot comes out. Good D by Mobley. Here's Caldwell. He's covered by Ginobili. Pass to Mutombo. Over Jokic. Portland grabs the miss. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
West passes to Caldwell. West a screen on Robinson. Pass to Mutombo. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Coach Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Now Horford's checked in for Jokic. Kukoc comes in for Robinson. Curry's checked in for Sean Marion. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tony Parker. Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Portland again missing. Clippers leading by 19 points. West outside. It's good from about 19 feet. West has got 8.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to McGinnis. West outside. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. West has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Curry, wide open. 3 pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Sauter with the screen on Curry. And Sauter throws it down.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Ginobili with the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here now, the Clippers. They've got a 22-run goal. What a pace. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Outside Lowry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Richmond against Curry. Richmond with the bucket.
Yeah, love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Outside Lowry. Outside Curry. Pass to Lowry. 3-pointer. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Ginobili. 9 points last game out. Here's the 3. That shot missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting with every missed bucket.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking?
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Clippers. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Jerry West.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Marion. Tony Parker is out there with Ginobili. Then it's Robinson, and it's Jokic in its center. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
And the basket by Ginobili.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
Pass to West. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Mobley kicks it to West. Now Mutombo tries to save it. Here's Caldwell. The shot's good on the assist by West. Caldwell's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Murray's checked in for West. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Mobley. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 13.
And that's the shot he's developed and worked really hard at. Murray's hands lightning fast.
Outside Robinson. To the middle, looking for Mutombo. He gets it there. Floats it up there for Mobley. Stolen by Robinson. It's Parker outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, but I love that from Parker, playing on the front foot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he hits the first of 3. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he's good on the second. TB, one complaint about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And we've seen so much offensive growth from Murray. He's become a guy who can have nights like this.
Parker passes to Robinson. No good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Caldwell. Pass to McDaniels. And the foul called on Sean Marion. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Curry's checked in. Mobley finds McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Murray. It's good again in an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And in recent years, Murray has become one of the more effective high-volume mid-range shooters in our league.
Parker passes to Jokic. Outside for Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Robinson against Marion. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Jokic is 3rd.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact
that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
So for the Trailblazers, Al Horford. He's checked in for Jokic. Kukoc comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tony Parker. Outside Lowry. Curry setting the pick for Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Sarr with the screen on Stojakovic. Stolen by Stojakovic. Pass to Lowry. And here is Curry. Kukoc, a screen on Richmond. Shot clock at 5. And Curry throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Curry against Richmond. From 18 feet away. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Stojakovic drills it from outside. Stojakovic has got 6.
And you have to admire Stojakovic's confidence. Sensational at knocking down those catch and shoots.
Murray for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Portland. Down low, Kukoc. Count that one.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And the Clippers making a change here. Richmond outside. There's a screen. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Trailblazers trail by 19 to the paint, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And don't sleep on Peja's leaping ability. More than capable on those finishes.
Best passes to Richmond. Pass to Caldwell. And here's West for 3. And Curry pulls it down. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now, here is Stojakovic. Fires at the elbow. Not going to go that time. Clippers leading by 17. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Pass to Richmond. And he gets it to go. Richmond's got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 19-point advantage. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Mutombo. Mobley is out there with McDaniels. Then there's West. And it's Caldwell in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Mutombo. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Caldwell. Fires for 3.
And they're not having as much success from long range as they did in the first half.
Marion outside. Jokic sets the screen for Ginobili to the inside. Here's Robinson, hands the 12-footer.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. West to screen on Ginobili. He takes it in. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 17. Parker outside. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Mutombo's got 6 rebounds in the game. McDaniels dishes to West. Caldwell passes to West. Here's Caldwell. 6 to shoot. Now Mobley, guarded by Robinson. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Now here's Parker. Pass to Robinson. Now Marion. Robinson down low. Mobley's there. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Now West. Mutombo is screen on Ginobili. Here's Caldwell. Again, the Clippers. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parker outside. Robinson on the wing. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Parker outside. Pass to Robinson. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Caldwell passes to Mobley. And here is West. Just 5 on the clock. That shot off.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Ginobili outside. Jokic sets the screen for Ginobili. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you got to get him away from the basket.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Marion against McDaniel. Back to Mobley. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Inside, Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Mobley outside, pass to McDaniels. Mutombo is screen on Marion. Back to Mobley. And the shot is good.
Well, we call that a high percentage shot for Mr. Evan Mobley. He gets after it in there.
Parker passes to Robinson. Got it to go off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Mobley. Here's McDaniels. Here's Caldwell. Cleans it in off the window.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Robinson. Parker outside. Jokic sets the screen for Parker. The three is off. Clippers leading by 18. Parker with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Marion against McDaniel. Mobley there for the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Mobley. West outside. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And the Clippers call time here. They're ahead by 20. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeJounte Murray.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The shot is off. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Here's Frazier. Wallace outside. Pass to Frazier. Here's Duncan. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Porter. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Boston. Jordan with the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Wallace outside. Pass to Sloan. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. To the middle. Here's Frazier. There's the block. And it's Washington on the break. For 3, McCollum. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. McCollum's got 6.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Jordan. 9 points for him in his last game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
McCollum with it. He's got 6. Pass to Porter. And again, Washington with a triple.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
A story of 2 halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, 2nd in the West. But things went south down the stretch.
Yeah, specifically their defense took a turn for the worse. They barely made the postseason, and only to get swept by the Thunder.
There's a screen for 3. McCollum. And again, Washington with a triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Duncan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And Washington has possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Frazier. Back to Wallace. Here's Yao. 6 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
McCollum, the pass to Jordan. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And he knocks down the first one. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant, 2nd in losses, only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
Here's Duncan. 6 points for him. Frazier, shot is off.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And here's Jordan. There's a screen. And another miss by Washington. Grizzlies trail by 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Frazier. Uses the glass on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Porter for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. In third, Memphis.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Making some changes here. Here's McCollum, and the shot goes down. McCollum's got 11 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hibbert. Pass to Scott. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Wizards leading by 5. Here's Ilgauskas. McCollum outside. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. 14 points for him.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Here's Weber. Rebounded by Turkoglu. For Washington, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Out to McCollum. Outside Butler. Washington moving the ball around. It's stolen away. And now Memphis on the break. Here's Weber. No good off the glass. Here's Turkoglu. Still no points. For 3, McCollum. The rebound by Hibbert. Here's Scott. McCollum defends. Shots good by Scott.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Shots good by McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum excels at everything on the court. And, man, he is putting on a show.
Over to the wing. Here's Dang. Here's Weber. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
There's McCollum with the 3. They get it back. Outside Butler. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. To the inside. Scott. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity, a three-point It's going to be on C.J. McCollum, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
Grizzlies trail by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Kuzi. C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for the Wizards, torching the Nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
We've got Michael Porter, and it's Bosch in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Pass to Duncan. Lets it go, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Wizards with a lead. Here's Kuzi, outside for Porter. Off target from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Memphis substitution. Number 11, Ming Yao.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Five to shoot. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Bosch. Here's Ewing. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Duncan. Second chance effort. Yao shot is off. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Ewing. Memphis with a rebound. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose for this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Cooper. No points so far. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Here's Ewing, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
You also got to give them credit for how hard they're going inside. I mean, looking to capitalize whenever they can on the interior.
And the first one at the line is good. McCollum, he's checked in for Washington. Frazier, he's checked in for Memphis. Second free throw, no good.
That's fortunate to pull even, but you know he wanted more.
To the middle. Here's Duncan. Oh, he dunks it home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Kuzi. Bosch, the pass to Kuzi. Now here's McCollum. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. In third, Memphis.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Here's Jordan. Got a piece of it. Here's Frazier. Pass to Scott. Hibbert can't hit. Washington trailing. Here's Jordan. That shot is off. Good D by Wallace. Here's Scott. McCollum pulls it in. Washington's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Bosch. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Lets it go from deep. McCollum's shot is off.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
Scott passes to Wallace. Here's Frazier. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Time to get excited, everyone. Easy family. Here's the Lions Club. Make some noise. Time to get excited, everyone. Easy family. Here's the Lions Club. Make some noise.
Washington moving the ball around. Pass to McCollum. The three. Weber pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Hibbert, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Up top, McCollum. He's got 16. That one is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Weber. McCollum defends. Shot clock at 6. Weber, no good. The Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Turkoglu. To win the drought. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Frazier, the pass to Hibbert. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
McCollum outside. And again, Washington, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Right wing. Here's Scott. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And it's Washington with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. Outside for Butler. 44 seconds left in the first half. Ilgauskas' shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Frazier. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now here's McCollum. 16 points for him. Washington needs to get off a shot. So it's Memphis with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Washington Wizards.
You can see that game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they won't.
They would if I were coaching.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the court for the Grizzlies. And it's Yao in at the center position. Frazier, the pass to Duncan. Washington with a rebound. Bosch has got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Porter. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he slams it in one-handed.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Ewing.
Memphis foul. 0 foul. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ewing. He's got 5. And here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. From deep, Jordan. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Sloan, the pass to Frazier. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Frazier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. That one goes in. Duncan's got 14.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to McCollum. The 3 is up. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Yao. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah. 2 shots. Timeout on the floor. Memphis timeout. Here they come. DC Baylor. It's your Wizards answer.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Grizzlies, second.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
McCollum looks around. Footer. Now with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Cooper. Here's Yao. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. The baseline J. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Yao's gotten 4 this quarter.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Now here's McCollum. 19 points in the game. Bosh, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Duncan. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
The Wizards trail by 14. Here's Bosh. Back to McCollum. And again, Washington, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Wallace. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Porter. Pass to Jordan. McCollum outside. They get back on track. That one's wide left. Grizzlies lead by 14. Here's Cooper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint. It's stolen. Inside. It's picked off. Now here's Wallace. The D's right on him. Pass to Cooper. Here's Duncan. And there's the rejection. And here's Porter. Watched by Wallace. McCollum. Memphis with a rebound. Duncan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Sloan. Covered by Jordan. Sloan. The pass to Yao. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Now Jordan, 5 points in the game. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Turkoglu. 4 on the clock to snap the cold streak. Knocks down the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And that one's good. Weber
taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's Turkoglu. Right at the free throw line, and down it goes. 2 points. Turkoglu's got 5 points in the quarter.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
To the left side wing. Here's Scott, covered by Jordan. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 11 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
1:11 left in the third. 2 points. That one goes.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Weber. Pass to Scott. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Jordan. Here's Hamilton. Back to Jordan. Puts up a 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity. But you have to stay in control always.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line. And he's good on the first of 3. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. Here's Frazier. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Weber. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Chris Webber taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Jordan with it. Give him 8. Just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Memphis ahead, up by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got C.J. McCollum, and it's Bosch in at the center position. That's the group for Washington right now.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Frazier, pass to Sloan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yao passes to Frazier. From the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Hamilton. Now here's McCollum. And now Memphis on the break. Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Substitution for your Wizards. Patrick Ewing. Michael Porter Jr.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Bosch. Here's Hamilton. There's McCollum with the 3. The shot, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Duncan. Pass to Yao. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Bosch. Bosch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's McCollum. Here's Hamilton. Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Frazier. Here's Sloan. And Hamilton pulls it down. And here's Porter. McCollum on the left side. Here's Ewing. The 3 ball. McCollum's shot is off.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Here's Frazier. Pass to Duncan. They still need this. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
CC family, it's t-shirt time. Make some noise if you want a t-shirt.
3-yard line. Let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Frazier. McCollum defends. Here's Yao. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Hamilton. Stolen. Here's Sloan. Frazier, the pass to Yao. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead. McCollum outside. Memphis with a rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Wallace misses. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
What a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Memphis leading by 7. Pass to Sloan. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Duncan. 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And he drops it first. And Washington making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And so he hits both.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Tries from 10. Nope. Memphis leading by 9. Here's Frazier. They set a pick. Using the glass to lay it in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Fans, get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
McCollum. Here's Ewing. Oh, he can't get the layup.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Oh, the stuff.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. McCollum outside. From 6 feet. Oh, he can't hit it. And here's Memphis now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. 1:42 left to play in the fourth. And up and in on the layup.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Jordan. Tight D, making that one difficult. Grizzlies lead by 15.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
It's just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's the pick. Wallace, left side. Tries from 10. Oh, he stayed with it and got it to go.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's court, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
It's blocked. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Duncan. Puts it up from 17. It's off. McCollum with it. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory.